Topping today's news, we get more from the Prime Minister at the Business Investment Forum in New York. The Minister of Foreign Affairs with advice for those impacted by the new U.S. student visa policy. An American destroyer, USS Gravely, visits the capital. This is your JCN Evening News. I'm Jarino Saunders. Thank you so much for joining us. More from the government's second annual two-day business and investment forum in New York City, where Prime Minister Philip Davis, in his address on Thursday, reassured potential investors that the Bahamas offers certainty in governance, legal framework, and business, and it's not stifled by red tape, and our leaders are accessible and prepared to work with investors to ensure successful projects. He also reminded the investors that the Bahamas is a leader in the digital markets, or the digital assets market, as we have proven in the aftermath of the collapse of FTX and the application of the Digital Assets and Registered Exchange Act, or the DARE Act.
We didn't wait for the world to tell us what to do. We anticipated where the industry was going, and we acted. DARE is not just a statement of ambition, it's a serious, enforceable legal framework that protects investors, strengthens compliance, and holds institutions to account. And when that framework was tested in full view of the world, we did not flinch. When FTX collapsed, the Bahamas was at the center of a global firestorm. But in the aftermath, something important happened. Our institutions held. Our regulators acted swiftly. Our courts operated with transparency. And while some jurisdictions scrambled for answers, we were already implementing them.
The forum was hosted by the Bahamas Embassy in Washington, D.C., organized by Bahamas Ambassador to the United States, Wendell Jones, who invited potential investors in the room to truly consider the Bahamas, which is built on three pillars, including transparent governance, regulatory excellence, and a commitment to environmental protection.
From New Providence to Exuma and beyond, discerning investors have found not only the beauty of our islands, but also that stability of our institutions and the promise of exceptional returns. Prime Minister Davis, a leader who is fastidious in his attention to fiscal matters, has positioned our nation for sustained growth by maintaining strict financial discipline, reinforcing our banking laws, and championing innovative public-private partnerships. The positive indices highlighted by the rating agencies and the enthusiasm of global fund managers all point to one clear message. The Bahamas is good for business, and the opportunities abound for those who seek progress and wholesome investments.
The forum wrapped up today, and time will tell what and if we are able to benefit from the undertaking as a country. Hurricane season is right around the corner, and today the Ministry of Health and Wellness hosted the third annual Disaster Preparedness and Health Expo at its Meeting Street headquarters. With the hurricane season beginning on Sunday, June 1st, the Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Michael Darville, says the expo is intended to get all stakeholders on the same page, ready and prepared in the event of a major hurricane hitting the Bahamas.
I'm so pleased that I have, in combination with the private sector, we also have all the relevant ministries here, including the disaster unit. We all are one, and it has to be not operating in silos, but together as one flowing team as we prepare the country for an active hurricane season. That means a lot, because we need to know that preparedness is absolutely necessary in order for us to ride through any potential storm. And so as we come together with all the private sector groups and public sector groups, we're here to demonstrate to the Bahamian people that preparedness is absolutely essential for our country. We just happen to be in one of those jurisdictions, geographical jurisdiction, where hurricanes is a part of our lifestyle. And so we need to make sure that we are prepared and ready in the event that, God forbid, anything happens this season.
Some of the stakeholders in attendance included the Bahamas Red Cross, Vector Control, National Health Insurance, essential services like Bahamas Power and Light, the Water and Sewage Corporation, and telecommunications companies. The hurricane season runs until November 30th, with between 13 and 19 named storms, 6 to 10 hurricanes, with 3 to 5 of those hurricanes becoming either Category 3, 4, or 5 hurricanes. Many young Bahamians hoping to attend university in the United States still coming to grips with the fact that their future may be delayed or in some cases not at all possible, depending on what the United States discovers on your social media. The Trump administration has placed a pause on student visa applications around the world as they prepare to expand social media vetting of applicants in an effort to prevent criminals and national security threats entering the United States. Today, the Bahamas Minister of Foreign Affairs, Fred Mitchell, had this to say about the matter.
While we do not have any control over the processes of Bahamian students' entry into the U.S., I urge people who are interested in U.S. education to think carefully before proceeding. The atmosphere of enforcement has changed significantly, and there have been some reports that this change has targeted specific ethnicities. Our students, therefore, ought to be doubly careful before proceeding to an education in the U.S. and avoid at all costs violations of U.S. immigration laws. The Bahamas government cannot help you to deal with immigration violations or overstays in the United States. We also urge students to review whether the opportunities at the University of the Bahamas, University of the West Indies, in Cuba, in China, the United Kingdom, and Singapore might be acceptable alternatives. There are also opportunities in India and Canada. And again, we always say, proceed with caution.
Reports are that the Minister of Education, Glenys Hannah Martin, is gathering as many details and facts from the various professionals in her ministry and that of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs before making any public comments on the new U.S. student visa policy and how it will impact Bahamian students. And finally in this segment, United States destroyer USS Gravely graced the shores of the capital this week and invited members of the media on board for an in-depth look at the vessel's operations and the critical role it plays in helping to maintain the security in the region. Named after African-American Vice Admiral Samuel L. Gravely, Jr., it was commissioned in 2010 and is known for its sophisticated radar communications equipment and weapons system. Commander Greg Pierron shared a bit of history of Admiral Gravely.
He was the first African-American to be commissioned in the Reserve Officer Training Corps. He was the first African-American to command a warship, to command a major warship, which is 06 level command. I'm an 05, 06 level command, to command a warship under combat conditions, which is something that this ship just recently got back from doing in 2024. And he was the first African-American to achieve the rank of Vice Admiral, which is a 3-star in the United States Navy, and to be a fleet commander. Our motto is first to conquer. He was a trailblazer. He was first to conquer in everything we did, or he did, and so are we.
Commander Pierron then took a moment to explain the USS Gravely's mission while here in the Bahamas.
The sailors. Undoubtedly, the sailors are what make the ship. The ship is 510 feet of steel. What brings the ship to life are the sailors and the hard work, blood, sweat, and tears they put into maintaining the ship, to taking care of everything that needs to happen, from food service to paying administrative actions to anything that the ship needs to happen. Right, our sailors on board the ship take care of each other. They take care of everybody on the ship, and it could not come to life. It could not do what her mission is without the sailors.
What's the purpose of this mission here today in the Bahamas?
The mission here today in the Bahamas, a few different reasons. We're strengthening and reinforcing our partnership with the Bahamas. We have a very good relationship, and the opportunity to come in and strengthen that relationship is fantastic, and is one we look very much forward to. We're going to be working, getting an RBDF shipwriter underway with us, a member of the RBDF underway, so they can see how a ship operates, and we're also going to be doing a community service event in the next couple of days, and to take care of some underprivileged children in the area and do some good work at one of the local hostels.
The visit by the USS Gravely also sends a clear message to other superpowers with influence in the region that this is in the U.S.'s backyard and that the Bahamas and the U.S. works closely together when it comes to national security matters. We'll take a break here. We'll be right back following these commercials.